Hello and welcome back to Digital Assets Daily. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in your corner of the world. Take two. Let's dive right in. Stellar Lumens. Billions of Africans get financial boost by Get Paid through XLM ecosystem. Get Paid, a Stellar-based work marketplace, has been helping African professionals earn in the global market. The Stellar blockchain has also been launching other initiatives to benefit the African continent. I want to get right into that. Rick Gruthusian, a co-founder of Get Paid and the company's head of product and finance, commented that the Stellar blockchain tech and connected eco is what made the actualizing the vision of building a platform that will give a financial boost to Africans possible. Gruthusian said in a statement, Stellar is what made Get Paid possible. Stellar's technology and connected ecosystem allowed us to make our vision reality and go live with a solution in a significantly shorter time. And that's to market than we could dream of. Get Paid is a perfect example of what is possible with Stellar. Now, switching gears a bit here, Ripple withdraws 1 billion XRP from escrow, helping Wells shift 133 million XRP. So Ripple crypto behemoth has again unlocked a gigantic amount of XRP, while Whales moved much smaller one. And as you get into the article just a bit, since 2018, Ripple had traditionally unlocked on the first day of the month 1 billion XRP tokens or coins. And the meantime, while this was happening, anonymous Wells had transferred roughly 133 million XRP tokens and moving them between the crypto exchanges. Also, too, for those of you who are following dates, I've got a few, and they coincide with the ones that you are expecting. The XRP lawsuit attorney lists unresolved issues ahead of the summary judgment. Attorney James Phelan informed that the public and redacted versions of these replies are due December 5th, 2022 in the XRP lawsuit. Also, too, that's only 4 days away. Happy December 1st to all of you. And in the post, I want to scroll down just a bit. Let me find these right here. CoinGate reported that Phelan dropped an updated schedule of the XRP lawsuit. It mentioned the conference redactions are due by December 2nd, which is tomorrow, while redacted replies are due by December 12th, 2022. Again, all falling in those dates that most of you are looking for. Also, too, here I want to play something by at 801_XRP. And it's going to be a little segue, a leadway into our next article. So we're going to play David Schwartz here. I believe this aired yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. This week, either which way. An interview directly with David Schwartz. Let's just go ahead and get this playing.
So just like in the Bitcoin ecosystem, there's all kinds of companies in that ecosystem. And Ripple is one of those companies that, among other things that Ripple does, interact with the XRP ledger. And the thing that we decided circa 2014, 2015, we were thinking all these companies were doing all these different projects. There was just starting to be an explosion of grassroots adoption of crypto. And that was when buying things with Bitcoin was all the rage. And there was this big increase in your average person had heard of Bitcoin. It went from something that only nerds knew about to something that was on the news. And so there was that sort of inflection point, and Ripple started to be introspective and say, what can we do? What's missing that we can do? And what we thought about was we were very inspired by the internet. And most people think of the internet as a bottom-up kind of technology that's like for the people, but it wasn't in the early days. It started with military and government and researchers and people who had very focused use cases. So we thought, who could have a focused use case? And remittances and international payments, everybody agrees is broken. How many people in here have made an international payment? And how many have had a bad experience? right? How many of you had to call up to check if the payment succeeded, and they said, we don't know, call back again in a couple more days? Like, right? I see lots of hands. It's terrible. And it's nice when people have a problem that you have a solution to. Rather than say, I have this new technology that does something totally new and different, you're like, oh, it's kind of cool. It's really nice when you say, look, there's something in your life that sucks and I can make it better. That's a much easier case. And so Ripple said, we're going to, but if you're going to go after institutional adoption, because that's what it's going to take, it's going to take institutional adoption, it can't be 3 people in a garage. Like, it has to be an organized operation. We said what Ripple, the company, is going to do is we're going to focus on building high-quality technologies that will allow institutional adoption. And so we look, what are the blockers? Why can't banks use a cryptocurrency to settle? And the answer is their messaging systems are antiquated. They don't even know, like, where the money has to go when they make a payment. The messaging isn't even closed loop. It's back in the 70s if you're lucky. And so we focused on building a system called RippleNet, which is an institutional messaging and settlement system that can settle with a digital asset. Meantime, all kinds of other projects on the XRP ledger focusing on things like payments, but also things that are not payments.
All right, here's where I wanted to come into our next, as David Schwartz mentions the XRPL and the other projects that are built onto that. As we move into that, one of my other favorites is XRPayNet. This is directly from the App Store. A great app. I personally am using it myself. XRPayNet has 90,000 trading pairs on this app. It's pretty amazing. Used as a wallet. Again, built on the XRP ledger. And I want to dive into a recent article, which is also huge news for them. So again, this is another asset built, like David Schwartz said, another project on the XRP ledger that's actually has utility, has a use case, already has something going, similar to the beginnings of Ripple. And it's very exciting. As he stated again, they have a different focus than even what XRPayNet has. So this is very, very exciting for me personally. Going back into, XRP when it was 0.006, going back into XDC when it was 0.006, and I felt the same when I invested into XRPayNet. And that was one of those things, you have to understand when you're investing, never invest, without doing your research, your DYOR. Number 2, never overinvest. Never invest more than you can afford to hold long term. That could be 5-10 years. Or never invest more than you can than you can afford to lose. So remember those and always be safe. Here on this channel, we share news from every project that we find interesting or that has potential across the news, all of the major assets. But again, whether we invest in them or not, we're still going to share the news if it's, a major article or if it connects to our assets, we find that it's going to be something to help them grow or affect them. So again, just like your daily news, that's what we do here on Digital Asset Daily. We share as much as we can so that you're as informed as possible while you're doing your own research. We just kind of try to help you compile it into one location. Now going into the next article, XRP ledger-based XRPayNet to build a retail payment system for hundreds of UAE businesses. To me, this is very exciting because this is all happening during the bear market. You imagine how this is going to react, during a typical bull market. If these guys are growing, and I followed them and shared some of their the dailies. I typically will share an asset if it's over 20% in the dailies, and these guys have hit some significantly higher dailies during the bear market. So that's very exciting for me personally. And again, XRPayNet is a payment solution built on the XRP ledger, the XRPL, and is partnered with 3 firms to allow hundreds of businesses in the United Arab Emirates, the UAE, to help them build a retail payment system. And again, this is very exciting because we know that Ripple's focused more on the enterprise, institutional, the wholesale market, and as they've stated, basically would like to get into the derivatives market once they move past, as they say in quote, the noise of retail. And I think that could happen like at any second. So we'll see how this plays out. As I would say, they flipped that switch from retail to wholesale. That flip the switch kind of has a handful of meanings. So we'll see which one they use to see the price significantly go up for those of us who have held for quite a few years. So in a recent announcement, XRPayNet noted that its CEO, Christian Polishchuk, partnered with Dubai-based chain tech labs, Bapes Clan, and Esposito Intellectual Enterprises for the initiative. And this is very, very big news. It keeps going. So again, we're going to move into the next discussion here, because not only do they have the app out, now they have partnerships in the UAE for hundreds of retail customers, which is pretty significant. Now they have the utility, have the use case. Next, they're getting ready to release a crypto card that allows consumers to spend cryptocurrency in stores and online, while businesses receive their traditional fiat currency that they're looking for all of their product purchases, or in their side, the product sales. So again, this is very, very significant, something we always discussed, going back to even 2015 when we were saying, we'll probably hold till 2025 before this really starts booming. But we have to plan along that journey, along this little crypto adventure. How are we going to exit? What's our exit strategy? To me, this is great because something like this, you may never have to exit your crypto. You've got your wallet and you've got your crypto card. You can put your crypto on it and you can spend it like regular currency. Again, this is to me is very bullish. It's very exciting to see how this plays out over so many years. Going back, I've been here since Bitcoin was 25 cents. So I've seen a lot of changes, a lot of ups and downs. And I remember back when Bitcoin was $8, people were like, I'm so tired of this S-coin, selling out everything, giving it away. And the good example even before that is the pizza boy. That one, that's a sad moment. But again, we all go through whatever we need to go through to get there. Hopefully a lot of you are having those diamond hands and the strength to hold to see your dreams come true and meet your goals. And again, guys, remember, this is not financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. But as always, before we go, I want to leave you with a final thought. Attract what you expect, reflect what you desire, become who you respect, and mirror what you admire. Much love, and we will catch you in the next one.